Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of WrestleSlam, the podcast brought to you by the Macau Casino, Cork City. And yet again, guys, it is a brand new episode. It's fresh, and we're fresh right off the Royal Rumble 2025. And we are going to talk all things Royal Rumble and a bit more towards the end of the show. But yet again, the show is also brought to you in association with Sports Matters TV. Check out our brand new website, sportsmatters.ie. And yet again, we're joined by the one and only Phil Connolly and Matt Murphy. We've been together since day one, and we're still going strong. The longest running wrestling podcast in the country. And we're happy to bring you some news and more and our opinions. We're going to talk a lot of shit, but that's what we do. And that's what we like to do, guys. So yet again, I suppose the hot topic right now is WWE Royal Rumble. I'm going to quickly take off my headphones. You can hear me, guys, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, WWE Royal Rumble, everyone is talking about it. A lot of people not happy. You can never win when it comes to making the right choices and all this kind of stuff. But as we know, Charlotte Flair won the Women's Royal Rumble and Jey Uso won the Men's Royal Rumble. If we've spoiled it for you, if you've been in a cave the last couple of days, we are sorry. Because I know some people come out of their man caves just to watch our show and go back in. But listen, they are our winners. Phil and Matt, a lot of people not happy that Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. Personally, I liked it. It was a big swerve. I was expecting Cena just to give him, you know what I mean, he's maneuver and throw him out. But Jey Uso just kicked him out. And that's the way it was. And afterwards, John Cena said, I always did what's best for business. And I think I'm in agreement that Jey Uso winning this Royal Rumble is a good thing. And Phil, I'm going to go to you first. You liked it. I seen your reaction. We were at Matt's house for this Royal Rumble like we do every single year. Matt, thank you for all the fizzy drinks, the sweets. And we opted to get something healthy, but we ended up getting Apache pizza. So Apache pizza, thank you very much. But Phil, give me your thoughts on Jey Uso, first of all, winning the Royal Rumble. What was your thoughts on that?
We all know that I wanted Cena to win, but
Yeah.
it was a shocking moment. I think your faces were on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I think it's a really good move. The only thing is Gunter pinned Jey Uso like 2 weeks ago, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like he pinned him in a match on Saturday night's main event, and it was just like, lads, if you're going to do this match again, I guess it can be good, but from what I've seen, there's a lot of hate towards Triple H at the moment over this, which I don't think is right. I've learned a long time ago not to get mad over this stuff because it will drive you nuts.
Yeah. It's not right, first of all.
No.
Triple H has done an amazing job, not only just for all of us to watch, but the fact he's working that roster so well. There's the freedom. There's a really good vibe in WWE right now. Triple H is an absolute blessing. He's the right man to do what he's doing. So anyone that has a problem with Triple H, go fuck yourself. Matt Murphy, thoughts on Jey Uso winning that 2025 Royal Rumble? Your face dropped just like mine.
Yeah, I was when I was like messaging when I was like with you probably saw that I was also unfortunately I was doing multitasking. I was talking to my friend Jack, and I told him about my pitch about, oh, imagine if Jey Uso wins because he had a wee bit of like momentum and everything like that. And then my friend just messaged me. He was like, just as you predicted. And I just said, I think I'm God. Anywho, but no, honestly, I love Jey winning because I always love the random picks for the Royal Rumble. Like wrestlers going in that has little momentum or like they're not in the top picks. I love seeing them like actually getting that spotlight, unexpected spotlight. I just but I was with Phil. I was surprised that Cena didn't win. I was also kind of gutted that, they build up Cena with all these packages with the farewell tour and everything like that. It's gonna make him look weak a bit, even if he does win the Elimination Chamber. I mean, it does make sense because reports say that Cena actually is going to be doing a movie that he signed up for. So
Yeah,
it's
he's not
obvious.
he's not his way to Hungary at the moment.
Yeah, so if you won the Royal Rumble, if you win the Royal Rumble, you have to show up to every Raw every night till WrestleMania. So there was talks that that was probably the real reason why. But honestly, I think they would have worked it out anyway. Um, But personally, with the end of the match, Jay's not the worst Royal Rumble winner, lads. Just give anyone. I'm talking to anyone who's giving hate on Jay. I'm like where they're gonna go with this. Phil, you were just saying that you don't like how he lost to Gunther. I personally think I liked it because that's gonna be a good build up. That showing that Jay's obviously gonna pick Gunther. Gunther's just gonna remind him about how he never beat him, how he's never worthy of the title. They're gonna do an underdog story. I love it at the moment. I love Jay winning. But that's my final buzz. I was hoping Cena will also win Punk, but glad that Uso wins.
And
I'm all on
also,
board on
well, also as well for those people who take this is a last minute decision. This was not a last minute decision. Uh,
no.
this was planned for a while, I think.
Yeah.
It's
The
not
same.
just they showed up on Saturday morning and were like, lads, Jay's winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's. Oh, yeah, sorry, man.
I was just gonna say, well, all in all, I'm on board the Yeet train. Yeet.
No, he's truly over. Okay, we've seen over the last couple of years there was many people over and they did not get that championship title. So they like we look at LA Knight, he was really over. There's been numerous stars over the years that have not been over. Now Jey Uso is over at this moment in time. I feel really bad for Jimmy. I hope they do something with Jimmy. I really do. I think they can repackage him and make him maybe that bit more of a badass or something along the lines of that. But are you in agreement, lads, that Jey Uso will face Gunther at WrestleMania?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think
Yeah.
definitely think so, yeah.
And who faces Cody Rhodes, or is
I
Cody
would have
Rhodes champ?
thought John Cena if I was to guess right now.
Honestly, I think even though that's most likely Jay's gonna pick Gunther, I can also see him t taking on Cody Rhodes as well and have Roman Reigns kind of like in the background as support. Like this probably won't happen, but I'll be gutted if it's gonna be Jay versus Cody, but Roman Reigns turns on Jay, as in he's stealing his spotlight, his moment, or pass it on. But I feel like yeah, either way, it's gonna be something good out of it with Jay. But who I think if Jay is facing Gunther, I think my pick has to be John Cena still. I just love to see like the new face versus the old face. We're probably gonna see Cody Rhodes turning heel on Cena. That's kind of like who my picks as well.
I love it. Now we'll stick with the men's Royal Rumble because we're here, right? So obviously there was a few surprises. Joe Hendry was the surprise of the night for us. We finally get to see him in the Royal Rumble. Thoughts on that pop, Phil?
It was actually incredible. I think it was a long time coming. It was good. He deserves that moment, but if people think he's coming soon, he isn't coming soon. He's got a long-term contract with TNA, so it'll be a long time before we see him on any WWE show full time.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
it was a monstrous pop, and it was great to see. They showed pictures of kids, and they knew who he was. Because sometimes you
Yeah.
fear that some people just watch WWE and wouldn't know who he is, but he got a massive pop.
Yeah.
Massive,
He's
massive.
yeah, he's just there. He's a breeze, isn't he? He's such a good guy,
Yeah.
very good persona, very good kind of just a good guy to have around any company, So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. Obviously, he's got a big future with TNA. He's a champion right now. And I'm glad that we got to see that moment. Matt, I know you were very happy with Joe Hendry making that Royal Rumble appearance. We thought we were going to get it last year potentially, but we got it this year. And look, it was well worth the wait.
Oh, but I think we all knew that Hendry was actually going to show up. I think I remember me and Phil was here and we kept on saying Joe Hendry, Joe Hendry. And just the moment we stopped, the next number came in and Joe Hendry showed up. I was like, oh, whoopsie doodle. But no, I feel like that yeah, it's like it's gonna be a while since we're gonna see Joe Hendry back. Again, we have WWE versus TNA. I don't feel like we're
We
gonna
might
get
see him on NXT every now and again.
you
To be
might see him like you never know, maybe even a Mania season. But I don't expect us to do like this whole WTNA invasion angle. I think they're
no.
just gonna just like show up if they can. Um, but yeah, I think that will definitely get people interested in TNA more. Like people who watch WWE. probably have no idea who Joe Hendry is. They don't understand the hype. When they see him and they saw him actually bring what he is, it's like, yeah, I'm interested in this. Like we knew that Hendry wasn't gonna win the Royal Rumble going in, but it was kind of still a big like
Like he didn't
awareness.
last that long. He was only in there a minute or two.
Yeah, yeah. I thought they were gonna do the same when he was in NXT, how he showed up and everyone just eliminated him and he had his random heel turn in the back with Shawn Michaels.
Oh
But
yeah.
uh but no, they actually did do him well, like.
Yeah. I think that everyone's talking about right now, guys, and it's probably going to take you by surprise. Finn Balor's entrance in that team.
Yeah.
People said they didn't know who the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Obviously, when
But
he came out, they could see Finn.
that's like 80% of the entrance.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't want to jump on any bandwagon, but lads, I'm not feeling Rebel Diff's themes that they worked on. They
Bring
if you
back,
don't know
bring
Rebel
back the
Diff,
legendary
yeah,
Jim
the if you don't
Johnston.
know Rebel Diff, that's the new peop band who actually works on the themes and all that. I was like thinking, yeah, they're bad, but they're not as bad. But when I heard that they changed Judgment Day's theme song, I'm like, no, I'm not getting the gothic badassery as it did when they did Other Side. But yeah, that's my little rant. I was like, I'm not feeling them.
Yeah, no, I could grow to that team, but I just think no one knew exactly who it was until he came out. Like everyone was like, "Who's this? Who's that?" Now, I do like it. I'm not like against it, but I like to see Finn go on like a mission of where he's just attacking people and then being a mad bastard. You know what I mean? And then he has that team, but like, I think it was a bit soon to introduce that team because like everyone's kind of up in the air with JD Gunn and obviously, we send our wishes to JD McDonough because there's no doubt JD McDonough would have been in that Royal Rumble if he was at full
Yeah.
health. So, yet again, we said it last week. We're going to say this week, JD, we're sending our well wishes to you, my man. Fast and speedy recovery. But yeah, it was just an interesting one. Is there any more moments, guys, that stick out to you in regards to the
There
Rumble
was
itself?
there were two things that stood out to me. Um, I know we were saying like that it was this is kind of crap and whatever, but speed. Uh,
Yeah, he's getting
Like
a
that.
lot of views. Yeah.
like if people are saying out there like this is a joke or whatever, but look at the numbers of over 300 million views.
And Braun absolutely half of them, and IOSP taking it like
The
a
amount
warrior.
of views out there today on that like is like ridiculous.
Mm.
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 But
Yeah, I
he
mean,
took
like,
some battering as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Never got into speed. I don't care about the guy, but
What's his name? Ice Speed or ISO Speed?
I'd say ice speed is what I would have called.
Ice Speed, is it? See, we don't
so
even know. Like,
you can tell they were all over the age of 30 now. We're like, who's this
I
fella?
I
High school.
show speed is what it is.
Yeah.
Ice Show Speed, is it?
Yeah, like I know Leon now or someone he loves him.
Yeah,
Gee.
he'll kill me now. Dad, what are you on about?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because he always goes on about him. But was that a good moment for you? Obviously, we've seen Braun as well. Braun spared Reigns too. That was pretty good. Like,
Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah.
Like, you know what they actually, do you know what really stood out for me as well? AJ Styles come back to the old song.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
class.
Yeah. All we need is Sheamus to go back to his old theme song, 2 minute lines.
And
That
then
should be enough.
the botch 2 minutes into the match with the two, they definitely hit the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or
they did.
Penta and Ray were fighting and basically Penta
That's
was over the top.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say about that controversy. Did Penta actually hit the floor?
He
Because
definitely,
we saw it as well, and we looked at
they
each other. It
wouldn't
was
show a
like,
replay. They clearly avoided it.
yeah, yeah. Because I was like thinking, what if Penta actually won the Rumble? That's gonna be a big problem with everyone saying, he got eliminated. Do it again. Um, but yeah, no. Besides that, I love the opening of it. It was Ray taking on Penta. It was like kind of like it's always been the one of those dream matches. Whenever you see another luchador coming into WWE, everyone automatically thinks, "Oh, imagine if they face Ray." They started off with that, and that was actually kind of a cool moment, I thought.
Yeah. The,
Penta.
the other thing that I well, I want to bring up is, did you hear the story about McIntyre?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he was very annoyed when he got eliminated. Um, he felt that somebody took what's the actual wording? It's like someone took
Uh,
someone
apparent,
had to get their stuff and it upset him.
Mm.
yeah, apparently this is what I heard as well. Apparently, okay, Drew wasn't meant to win the Royal Rumble, but he was actually meant to get eliminated by Damian Priest because there was gonna be a matchup with them. But I think LA Knight accidentally made an accident and he bumped into them,
Yeah,
causing
they
them to
got
get out.
stuck in the middle of the two of them when they were going to do their spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Obviously I don't know Drew, but after all the interviews I've seen and Jerry getting a chance to meet him, I don't get the vibe that he's these guys that he'll just lose his shite over this little mistake. I feel like WWE should actually use this angle.
Yeah.
I think there's two
Th-
stories
th-
to this as well. I think
Mm.
he didn't like the way he was eliminated, and I don't think he likes fighting Damian Priest at WrestleMania.
mm.
I just don't think he sees that as a match.
But
Yeah,
we heard a few weeks ago that Drew was going to get a big push, like.
Yeah. But he's actually been
yeah,
moved officially to SmackDown.
Mm.
yeah.
He's officially
I
been
think
moved.
when I heard about that Damian versus Drew, I feel like not all WrestleManias, but there's always this one WrestleMania that WWE's like, oh, the two of you are getting big, but you don't have your match.
Problem is,
Together.
Damian Priest was so hot this time last year, and he's gotten literally no momentum for the last since probably lost the world title, probably
Yeah.
Mm.
August.
Yeah, he hasn't really. We think about it, like it's been a bit different, like.
And so Drew
Yeah,
fighting
not
him
just
is kind of like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just going back to Drew, not just Damien, but also Drew. Like he won the title. He had a good title run, but unfortunately, he defended that in front of zero people. We all know it's kind of a big thing during lockdown, everything like that. So I really wish that he had like one more title reign to show that yeah, do this one justice, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting one. Well, we quickly go on to the Women's Royal Rumble, guys. Charlotte Flair made a winning return to win that Royal Rumble. There was no Becky Lynch, no Jade Cargill. It's
No AJ.
yeah, no AJ Lee. That was the one we thought was going to happen. But it was a decent Royal Rumble. I like to give props to Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan actually was pretty good in that. And obviously Charlotte winning, she's definitely the greatest of all time when it comes to women's wrestling. But thoughts on it, lads, and obviously we got to see finally Lyra Valkyria. She
Yeah.
made her Royal Rumble debut. She was awesome. So we'll talk about things that. But thoughts on Charlotte Flair winning that Royal Rumble, Matt?
Um. I'm gonna say that it wasn't really surprising, obviously. Um, Now I don't have anything against Charlotte Flair before I go into this. Like Jerry said, she's probably one of the best of all time, one of the greatest women of all time. I just like didn't like how, yeah, she was the top picks, but I would have loved it if it was somebody else actually winning this. Like herself and Raquel like ending the match. I thought that Charlotte Flair was gonna go over the top rope. Um, but I was personally pulling for Raquel Rodriguez to win this
Mm.
one, just to have because I loved her in NXT. She's still gonna go far. I thought this was the now moment, but like unlike Jay, I could see why people actually just does not like Charlotte Flair winning this. That she just came back and all of a sudden that yeah she got catapulted in this. I wouldn't say it was bad as Ronda Rousey, but so glad for Charlotte winning. Looking forward to what she's going to do next, but I just think, like Phil said, it was unpredictable.
Yeah. And would you say that with Charlotte Flair just because she's not been on the roster for a while, the fact she can come back and win something straight away?
I think it's just because she hasn't been on the roster for a while. It's just that I don't like the idea that I feel like they're going to make her the 2006 John Cena of the women's division right now, just like having her all on board. I would have liked if she to see her get eliminated, but that's still going to make her look strong going into WrestleMania still.
Yeah. And just quickly, man, who would be your take? Who do you reckon she's going to fight at Mania?
I think so. I think she's going to be facing Rhea Ripley.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know this is bad to say as a wrestling podcast, but who's the SmackDown Women's Champion now?
If Tiffany
Tiffany,
Stratton,
Tiffany
Tiffany
Stratton.
Stratton.
I had to think there for a second as well, so it's not just you, it's me as well.
Don't worry, I
I
am.
think,
I'm on the ball with this stuff.
yeah, you are. I think maybe Tiffany Stratton, maybe because I can see her taking on Tiffany Stratton, but Tiffany's gonna win and make her look like the underdog. Where it's gonna be usually, oh, the underdog is the person facing the champion. No, she's the underdog because she proves why she's the champion against Charlotte Flair. But realistically, I feel like they're gonna have her against Rhea Ripley.
Right, I respect that. Bill, thoughts on Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble? Our predictions were almost right, by the way. I think we all could have said maybe Charlotte and John Cena and all. Matt could have said Jey Uso.
You did see him last week.
Yeah.
I
Um,
am God.
this is probably one of the better women's Royal Rumbles because I think last year was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah.
I think that remember we were saying last year that it wasn't the best and it just didn't flow well. And this year was definitely a big improvement.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they brought Tiffany and the Raw Women's
Yeah.
Champion Rhea Ripley. Wish they were outside the ring sitting watching it because the champions weren't on the show. But Charlotte winning was probably best. I just don't want her to fight Rhea again. That's just I just I don't know. Also as well, we didn't mention it in the men's, but they have this really cool graphic now I love at the end of the screen.
What, the entrances and
Yeah, well, it
eliminations?
shows all the entrances and it shows the numbers and who's eliminated who and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That was
I
really
actually
nice.
like that. I'm the same fella. Really like that they actually toss in the graphic to show who's who. Because with the Rumble, you can easy lose track on who's number so and so, what's
Yeah,
numbers coming next. So that's a really cool one.
yeah. But I really hope we see Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte. But I just hope they give us a reason to care for the match.
Yeah, I think anyway Charlotte's going to fight Tiffany because I think Rhea's so well over at the moment that they don't want to have her look as weak.
No, I
Whereas
think
Tiffany,
we could be seeing Becky Lynch come back, lads.
well, that's what I was going to get to. You reckon Becky could be that fourth person in the sense of that other title match, yeah?
Yeah, I do. I definitely can see it. I just don't think we're getting that match again. For a third
Yeah,
time as well, because they fought twice at WrestleMania, once with no crowd.
yeah. I think they're gonna pull. I know this is a random example, but I feel like they're gonna pull a Randy Orton and John Cena. If you remember a while back, Cena and Orton was gonna face, but everyone was sick of their rivalry matches, so WWE had to change it. Hopefully they'll do this. Rhea versus Charlotte, but hopefully they'll change it up somehow. Like, it was that bad?
Well, we
Like
might
it's
get a
not
triple
even
threat
like
too, like.
their match at WrestleMania 39 is so good you can't get better than it. That's
Yeah.
why I don't want to see it again, because I could go watch that match is perfect.
But what's the story with Elimination Chamber? Elimination Chamber, the winner of that then faces the other champion, isn't it?
Yeah, that's starting tonight. But John Cena gets a bypass according to Triple H.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
So Becky
So
has to be back. Becky could be back tonight, maybe.
she could very well be because there's sometimes they kick things off with the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And there's a
but
lot of shows in the UK now up and coming, guys. There's a few things, isn't there?
yeah. What's to say there now, right? Tonight on Raw that Jey Uso don't get booed out of the building.
Yeah.
You
I
reckon
hope not. He shouldn't.
could
You never
happen?
know.
These WWE fans are mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
think.
are meant
Yeah, yeah. Then again, like you need to realize that years ago when Cena was really up there, everyone had a problem with Cena winning everything. Now they have a problem with Cena losing everything. So wrestling fans, we can be very, very, very picky what we want.
Yeah. No, they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I think it was a great Royal Rumble for me personally. We got home a bit earlier, which is great for us because obviously we're not really in the department or we're in the building until 5-6 o'clock. But the time difference was a bonus. Trish Stratus, we have to mention Trish looks exactly the way she did 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we two things I want to mention is Alexa Bliss coming back. That was probably my highlight for me anyway.
Incredible pop.
I know we were talking about tossing shade at her that she brought back the doll, which I don't like. But it makes sense. It's gonna be a tribute to the Fiend and everything like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but and also we need to talk about the very controversial number 30 spot in Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
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 That wasn't the worst though. It could have been someone a lot worse if you get me.
Yeah.
So we'll take that, I'd say, we'll take that. Now, there was a few ask. I got a message there on what day is today? It doesn't feel like a Monday. Today is Monday, yeah. So I got a message Sunday asking did I know who won the local rumble. It was who was it? It was
Be
Be
cool. Won it
cool.
for a second
Be
time in a
Cool,
row.
yeah. Be Cool for a second time in a row. Did he eliminate LJ Clary? I think he did he?
I think I saw something, but I don't know 100%. I
Yeah,
definitely saw
we'll be
something.
watching that on OTT demand shortly, guys. So we'll have an insight into that. But yet again, don't forget as well, RCW guys.
From what I seen, right, and that just one quick thing on the local rumble, because I wasn't there last time, but you were there. Did they always do the tag teams count as one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
they
an
do that.
interesting thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
I remember I think my favorite one has to be it was Fabio and Martin Steers, how they just like came out in unison and then they got eliminated and they just like shrug it off. But yeah, that's a good
I'm only
example.
saying because I saw the Kings of the North came out as a trio.
yeah. No, they
Yeah.
did. Yeah, I've got the results quickly, guys. So the OTT No Limits #1 contendership 5-way match. LJ Clary defeated Agel Blanc, Callum Black, Kean Noonan, and Moose. Okay, so LJ Clary won that. The singles match, Grado defeated Ija Zarkov with the Mammy. Luke Jacobs defeated Donovan Dojak, sorry. Robbie X defeated Connor Mills. Big Damo defeated Eric Young. And Be Cool guys won that local rumble. Obviously, we had I'm looking at the names in that rumble. Sean Guinness, Terry Thatcher, The Stem, TJ Charles, Trent Seven, Toy Clod, PCO, Moose, Mecca, LJ Clary was in it, man like the Reese. Grado was in it, Golden Boy Santos, CBL. I'm just trying to see if there are any names that are part. Like Raven Creed was not in it. We did kind of say she might be in it. Big Bad Dirty Nicky was there. Bittersweet Josh.
Right, so had he
Adam Max did. Karen Noor was there. Jin El Labadiro. So Jay was there. So congratulations to Be Cool. Back to back OTT local rumble champion. That's unique. So that's it, guys. I think we need to wrap it up. It's always an honor having you all tuned in. Also, do check out Let's Talk RCW, guys. That's a new YouTube channel. We have to give the lads a special mention. Something very cool coming there in due course. So do stay tuned to WrestleSlam.
I just have one random thing there to put on just before we go as well.
Yeah.
Did you see Bittersweet Josh on the singles thing there on RTE?
Yeah, I did. He's on that first dates, isn't he?
Yeah, first dates. That's the thing.
He's all this. These puppies are sick. I
I
haven't
watched
watched
that show, but it did come to my attention and I thought it was random.
Yeah, well, surely it was a successful date. You go out with a wrestler, right? A guy that's one of the biggest talents in the country. You're absolutely winning. You're hitting the jackpot. We must see what actually happened. Maybe he spoke about wrestling the whole date. We don't know, but what a guy! What a guy!
Yeah, I need to look into that because let's admit this now. If you're a professional wrestler, that is definitely something to strike up on a date. Like, we're gonna be honest.
Well, he started a trend. Are we going to see more wrestlers on first dates? Are we going to see Matt Murphy or Phil Connolly, go up to Dublin?
Tommy Jackson is who we want.
Tommy J and Dom Tim Cronin. They'll be the two that we put forward. Two absolute gents. Although I think Tommy's tied up. I think he's married to some girl in the Philippines. That's the rumor we heard. I'm not sure. We need to confirm that with Tommy. I've not seen him much lately, but the rumor
we need to get him back. We need to get him back onto the show to confirm this.
Yes,
we need to have a very discuss. Just that would be the rest of the episode to talk to Tommy.
Tommy potentially got married on his travels recently. We have to find this out. But yet again, do check us out on Twitter, guys, and TikTok as well. Now we don't use our Twitter page as much as we should. Yet again, it's just one of them things. We're not really gurus when it comes to social media. But look, you know where we are, and we thank the hundreds that tune in every week to our show. So from myself, Jerry Collin, from the one and only Matt Murphy, and from the one and only Phil Conley, we'll catch you soon. And we have up and coming podcast / show coming from Iceland in a few weeks. So more details to come on that, guys. But we will see you soon. This is WrestleSlam, the podcast brought to you by the McCoke Casino in Cork City and Sports Matters TV. Adios.
So many updates coming through on that, I think. So guys,